second. And we are live. Alrighty. Let's just see here. Hi, everybody. Let us know if you guys can hear us. On Facebook, we are live on Facebook. I believe Twitter or X, what they call it now, and our Facebook group, our private Facebook group. Let me just share it here. There we go. All righty, so you can just let us know what kind of, honestly not work because we all know you're an immigration attorney, but what do you most focus on, like as far as DACA, work visas and things like that?
Yes, yes. My name is Won Kim. Yes, I'm an immigration lawyer. So I usually focus on family-based immigration law. So all types of family immigration law, including VAWA and marriage-based adjustment of status, and U visa, T visa, and I also handle SIJS. And I also do removal deportation defense at immigration court. And I also handle some business immigration law, such as H-1B, employment-based green card options, such and such. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Can you tell us a little more about how can an employer, with a DACA recipient, how can we go about that? What would that look like as a DACA recipient to get a visa through our employee?
Yeah. Number one, they have to have a sponsorship,
Mhm.
and then they must be a DACA recipient before 18, not to accrue unlawful presence. So
Mhm.
that's important. If they accrue unlawful presence more than 6 months, then they may have to do additional waiver because of unlawful presence.
Okay. All righty. And what do you see now that's happening with DACA? Like, would you suggest that we still apply for advanced parole, keep renewing our DACA permits?
Yes, I mean the best option is to marry U.S. citizen,
Yeah.
and then they can cure. If someone has a legal EV entry, then they can cure their entry through advanced parole option.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still the best option. Yeah, so far. So they also consider if they marry with a U.S. military family member, then there's another option called parole in place. So it
Okay.
can be also an option to cure their entry matters.
Okay. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Let's see if we have any questions. Let's see any questions. Okay, and if somebody, a lot of our recipients, they're always asking, like, we need a lawyer in case we get stuck. We don't want to get stuck with advanced parole. What would you say to that? Should they be scared to travel with advanced parole?
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean stuck for the cases pending in the USCIS, or what's your
Like, when we
question?
travel, most of us DACA recipient, when we travel with our advanced parole, they're really scared that, the officer
Ah.
or wouldn't allow them back in the United States.
Well, as long as they have advanced parole, approved the advanced parole, it will be fine. So, but if someone has criminal record, then they need to discuss immigration attorney before they leave the country. But other than that, for most cases, it will be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah, that's what we
Mhm.
tell everybody. Everybody usually really scared. So you hear it here, guys. Still apply for advanced parole. Still renew your DACA permits. I
Mhm.
mean, let me see here. Let me share it to the groups. I don't think people can see the questions. Give me once.
Mhm. Sure.
Let's see here. Okay, shared. Okay, let's see. If any of my team members are watching, do you guys see the questions? I'm not seeing any questions right now.
Hello.
And where are you based off?
We are based in New York City. We have two offices in New York. One is
Okay.
in Manhattan, another one in Long Island.
Okay. And do you take cases from anywhere or just New York City?
Yes, as you know, immigration law is federal law. So I take all immigration cases through literally all 50 states. I
Okay.
also take cases from some, outside of US as well.
Okay, perfect. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Let's see here. I think we're having some issues with the questions. I don't know why we can't see them. Give me 1 second. If you guys are watching and listening to us, can you guys tell me if you guys can hear us? Let's see.
We started a little early, so
Yeah, probably that's why. So everybody was gonna be here too. Let's see. Okay, so they can hear. Okay, so you guys can hear us. All right. There you go. All right. Hi, Maggie. How are you? Okay, here we go. Can someone submit more than one DACA request?
yes. Yes, that's possible, but usually people submit one DACA request.
Right. So you will only. It wouldn't be no reason for you to add multiple, but that would kind of like.
Yes, I don't suggest that option, but yeah, but it's possible to expedite the process, and for some reasons, yeah, so it's
Okay.
possible.
Okay. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Alondra. All right. Would it be an issue if I travel with a valid AP and have a DACA renewal pending?
As long as you have a valid DACA, even though renewal is pending, you will be fine if you have approved the advance payroll.
Okay. Nice, nice. So as of right now, we're hearing, the elections coming up and everything. Would you suggest renewing 6 months before their DACA renewals, their DACA permit, or
Yes,
oh,
definitely. I strongly recommend filing renewal at least 6 months before the expiration, because it's taking a little long time recently.
yeah.
So it's taking about 4 to 6 months in average. So yes.
Okay. Here you go. Hi, Crystal. Here's what I
Hi,
was.
Crystal.
Here goes Stephanie. I want to know how I can change my address. I did renew my DACA, but I moved.
Yes, yes, you can definitely change through your online website. Hmm.
Okay. Have to do it online. Hi, Gabby. Alrighty. If my I-485 is denied, can I refile anytime or should it have been within 30 days? I'm not in the deportation process.
So there are two options. You can file motion to reopen or reconsider within 30 days.
Okay.
It's kind of like an appeal.
Mhm.
You file with Form I-290 for motion to reopen for the denial of I-485. You also have another option to refile a new case from scratch. So yeah, so there is no time limit to refile the case. But if you want to file motion to reopen, you must file I-290 within the time frame.
Okay. And usually they do tell you, like the time frame, right?
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
thank you for always giving it a Thank you for being here, Nadeli. Yeah, I think a lot of people also fear that all the time if they because usually we teach people here to do everything pretty much, on their own so they can save a little bit of money, especially some, times are hard. So we
Mm-hmm.
always suggest, try to follow. That's why we have you guys, the attorneys join us and they can ask you guys question. If something like that ever happens where they apply for like their green card, and they get denied, um,
Mm-hmm.
would they be put in like deportation order or is like a
Not automatically. It depends on USCIS. If the reason for the denial is because of criminal matters,
Mhm.
then that person can be placed in a removal proceeding, but not all cases.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Any other questions? Okay, yeah. So for your address change, the form is AR11.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stefania D said, I have been waiting for my DACA renewal for 120 days. What can I do to get it approved?
Well, you need to wait a little more, and you can consider making an inquiry and congressman inquiry or ombudsman inquiry. So
Mhm.
you may consider those options.
Yes, and you guys can just Google who is my congressperson on online, and it put your zip code, and it will show you who is your congressperson.
Mhm.
And give them a call, sign any documents you need to sign, and go from there. Let's see what else we have here. Yes. Okay. I think everybody's sleeping today. They're not here today. We usually have a lot of questions. Okay. If I refile the whole new 485, how much does it cost for the 765 and the I-405 together?
Mhm.
Good answer.
Yeah, so USCIS fee increased as of April 1st. So you have to separately pay the fee for I-765 and I-131. So
Yes.
for 765, I need to see the exact number.
Yes.
So
You can go. You
probably
can always,
half of the legal fee, probably 265 or something like that. And the for I-131, 630.
and you can always just go check online uscis.gov. Just
Yes.
Malondra, would you suggest submitting EAD DACA renewals online or via mail?
Well, for DACA renewal, online filing is okay, but so for my office, we usually do paper filing. Mhm.
Okay. Alrighty. Edison, if I got DACA after 18 and my company wants to petition me for the H-1B, can they do that if I have a U.S. citizen parents? And then he also said, Sarah Moore, can Dreamers apply for the EB2 and IW visa?
Yes. Yes. If you don't have a full presence in the U.S., you can consider employment-based green card options.
Mhm.
NIW is one of the categories under EB2. Yes.
Yes, you can. Yep, USCIS I got for the form and the prices. Jackie, hello. I have an open VAWA case and I already got my work permit. Should I still be renewing DACA? Which work permit should I be using?
If I have an open VAWA case, yes, I strongly recommend you maintain valid DACA status. So you're not sure what's going to happen for your pending case. So you need to maintain your DACA status. Yes.
Okay. And if
Mm.
somebody is under VAWA, are they still able to use an advance parole document to travel, or they will have to use it under DACA?
So if 485 is pending with VAWA as well,
Mhm.
then that person need to get another AP, advanced parole, based on pending adjustment of status. If they just travel with a DACA advanced parole, it may be considered abandonment of their pending case. So it's important.
Okay, so listen to that. It's very important that you have all your ducks in a row because we don't want to be traveling and setting, messing everything up that we have going on.
Mhm.
See here. Do I have to fill a specific form to change the address? Yes, the form is
Year 11.
there we go. Sorry about that. Let me go up again. You can go on USCIS.gov, Stephanie, and just get the form.
Mhm.
Somebody replied to you earlier, Stephanie. Check that one out. Very important to always change your, if you're moving, guys, make sure you are always keeping your address, intact because we don't want no documents to go anywhere else. We always see it all the time in Facebook groups where they're posting like, something is lost, and these documents are very, very, very important.
Mhm.
When traveling with AP, one entry, do I get back the original or just a copy of it? I can answer that one. Usually it depends on the officer. Really, if it's one entry, it shouldn't matter. To let them keep it. But if it's multiple entries, you always want your document back. That way you can use it to travel again, or how many entries you have or will be traveling in the future.
It literally depends on officer at CBP. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Jackie, I'm sorry. Could you explain again? I got an emergency advance parole and I'll be traveling tomorrow. Should I not travel? So, Jackie, the question would be: is your VAWA approved, or what exactly is going on? If she has an approved VAWA, is she able to travel with the advance parole?
VAWA doesn't come with travel document. So can you tell me if you also filed 485 together with your VAWA case?
Okay. Am I eligible for AOS through my spouse if my F1 was rejected and I am a J1 overstay?
Yes, as if you have a legal entry and if you marry U.S. citizen, then you can adjust your status in the U.S. Yes.
Nice. So her VAWA was not approved. My case still stays pending.
Oh, I see. You have a pending VAWA, and did you also file 485 concurrently with your I-360 petition?
Okay. Stephanie, for your address change, you can submit it online. You can do the change of address online. Okay, yeah. So Alana submit it online.
Mm-hmm.
Feel for credit. Let's see what else we have here. You're welcome. I think a lot of people also usually the DACA recipients we have DACA and we also have VAWA. I think a lot of people get confused with like just applying for it and actually being approved.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody gets approved for VAWA, does that automatically takes away their DACA status?
No. So if VAWA is approved, they can apply for adjustment of status, but still, the DACA recipient needs to maintain their DACA status. So they're not sure what's going to happen for the adjustment of status.
Right.
So they need to
Yeah.
maintain. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Ismail. I-130 approved March 2024. No legal entry, pending AP. Do we respond to email sent by NVC?
Well, so it sounds to me your ultimate plan is to do adjustment of status in the US after you do advanced parole. In that case, then you don't need to respond to that email.
Okay. This one's in Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? I try to I try to translate as much as I can.
Yes, please.
Es verdad que por los años 99, si una persona indocumentada pasaba por la línea y en ese momento el oficial le daba la entrada sin extensión, eso le puede dar a una persona para poder arreglar. So basically, if they came in 99 and they basically crossed the line, I'm guessing through like a border, and the officer did not give them an extension to come in, would
Mhm.
that help somebody to get their, I guess, green card now? They're not inspected, but they came in 99.
Well, can you repeat?
So somebody came in
If-
through in 1999. Somebody walked into the border. The officer did not inspect them or stamp their passport or anything. Would they
Mhm.
be able to get a green card? I think that's the question.
It sounds to me it's just EV entry.
Mm.
Hmm.
So they would need a legal entry anyways to, or at least prove, right? That
Yes. Uh-huh.
yeah. Ahora, Rayo, tendría que verificar, Rayo, si hay prueba de que pasó o algo así, me imaginaría. Sí. It's difficult to prove when somebody came in and, back in the days, everything was so different.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Okay, guys. Any other questions, guys? Everybody should be renewing 6 months before your DACA's permit. Since I already have an I-130 approved and an AP just approved, so I will not have to pay the NVC's fees, correct?
You don't need to pay.
No, okay. There we go. I'm trying to get a family member to check my package, to check when I went to an appointment for emergency MS I applied with DACA. They did tell me no VAWA case is pending. Okay. Yeah, so you're fine to travel. Your VAWA is not approved yet. You're still on the DACA, so you're traveling under DACA.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to go back to this question. Luis, so pretty much what you're doing is like the attorney said, you're basically transferring from consular to adjustment of status. So anything that has to do with the NVC, once you get back with your advanced parole, your legal entry and everything, you can continue to just apply for AOS. You don't have to worry about the NVC anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my DACA expired already. If my manager doesn't ask for my new DACA card, can I just continue to work, or would that affect me later? Can I still do DoorDash or Instacart with an expired DACA card? It's a good question.
Well, it's not a question about immigration law. So, yeah,
Right.
it's about you need to speak to HR. It's a employment matter. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay. Alexander type, I'm married citizen husband of passport twice, but I have a double illegal entry. Can I do my AOS?
Can you tell me a little more about your situation? You married to U.S. citizen husband, and then you already did the travel with the advanced parole. Is that right?
Twice, yes.
And then yes, you cured your entry. Then you married to U.S. citizen. Then you can do adjustment of status in the U.S. Yes.
I think she means she has two illegal double entries. Um, I think sometimes because people, it would be like a bar kind of thing if they came in illegally twice. Is that what you're saying,
Mhm.
Indra? You can.
Uh, so I need to see how long she stayed in the U.S. Before she departed, but based on limited information, I think she's doable. The adjustment of status.
Okay. Rayo dice, ¿me puede decir qué significa este código? Me lo pusieron en el pasado. So on his passport, they put a code 212 ACI. Is that something?
Is this a travel document under asylum case?
Rayo, ¿está usted en otra categoría como de asilo o algo así? It's okay, Jackie. Have fun, enjoy your family if you're traveling soon. Let's see. So it is 212 ACI. Su pasaporte. ¿A dónde fue eso, Rayo? ¿Aquí en Estados Unidos o allá cuando viajó en su país? Sí, any other questions?
That code means it's inadmissible grounds for you know that statute shows your inadmissibility. Mhm.
So they stamped it in his passport. Rayo, ¿usted viajó con advance parole o cómo viajó, Rayo? Okay, so Jahaira, I worked with an expired DACA, but my application was pending. I'm going to apply for the I-130. Would that affect my application? Have you worked with similar cases and has it affected others?
No,
So,
yeah, you will be fine.
okay. Alright. So, okay. Dice Rayo, en el año 99 vine a pedir visa de turista y me la negaron. Fue en México, Monterrey. So basically, esa estampa fue en el 99, Rayo. Explique.
Oh, I see. I see. You have a misrepresentation issue when you when you attempted to get a tourist visa back then. Yes. Hmm.
Natalie, thank you for your time and expertise at 21 Kim. I have a 245 question for you. Please let me know
Hi.
if you have questions regarding the difference between the principal and derivative grandfathering. Oh, Natalie with the questions. Hi, Natalie.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So can you tell me a little more about your question? So I understand you have a question about difference between principal and derivative grandfathering. Can you tell me a little more detail about your question?
Francisco, my brother and I are both looking to apply for AP. Can we use the same documents, translated birth certificates, etc.? We're looking to go with the family reasons, as grandma is turning 90 with various medical issues. Anything we should be wary of as we complete the AP.
No. So you're applying a AP based on humanitarian reasons. So make sure you collect all the documents before you file. So and then you will be fine.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Make sure everything is translated and dated. Let's see. And we have like probably 5 more minutes, guys. Please ask your questions. If you're watching from YouTube, thank you for being here. So anybody's from New York, Juan Kim, attorney Juan Kim is from New York. You guys can reach out. You guys are closed. Tri-state area. Let's see, Rayo. So Rayo, yeah, eso fue en el 99, me dijo Rayo, ¿verdad que sí? Okay, yeah, so he says, era la primera vez que quise entrar a sé, con visa de turista y me alegaron, venían con una persona y esa persona mintió y ese código me lo pusieron en el pasaporte. So basically that code is in his passport. Does that mean anything or like can he basically needs a lawyer, right? Look
Mhm.
into would that affect him in any way if he wants to get a green card?
Mm, well, I'm not quite sure what happened during your interview, but based on the code number, it seems to me you have fraud and willful misrepresentation issue. It's inadmissible. Mhm.
Okay. Natalie, 245I question.
Mhm.
I am aware that the principal beneficiaries can later include in an after acquirer spouse in their AOS application, presumably under a family preference category. Are individuals separately grandfathered as derivatives beneficiaries also afforded the same opportunity to include their after acquired spouses?
Yes, thank you for clarification. My answer is yes. Derivative can separately file and they can be grandfathered as well. And then you have another question. Same opportunity to include their afterwards. Their rule is a little different from um, after acquired spouses. So
Mhm.
they must be um, they must file adjustment of status with the principal beneficiary. Then they can get a chance to change their adjust their status.
Mhm.
But if it's just like principal and derivative beneficiary, they can separately file AOS, and then they can be separately grandfathered. Yes. Mhm.
Francisco, just want to clarify, we don't need our is that Mexico passport for the AP app? The guys mentioned to include biometrics page in the form. Already got my renewal, just making sure. You don't have to include it for your packet, the passport, but you do need it to travel. Everybody needs their passport to travel out of the country. Okay, and one last question, guys. Let's see. Natalie with the 245i. Obviously, we have to get more in that. Rayo, I would say reach out to an attorney. We have Juan Kim here. Also, you can reach out to and maybe just have a conversation and see what's going on with that inadmissibility, right? And the last question here would be another question: is there any way my dad can adjust status? He came here legally back in 1998. He has two U.S. citizen children. He also has 2 grandchildren that are he's providing for. He does remember his boss petitioning for him back in the 2000s, 2007, but he can't find the paperwork. He does remember it's being submitted, but never heard anything back. It's been a while, so he doesn't know how he can get that info.
Well, it's a big question, but I recommend you file FOIA with the Department of Labor if your father can find, petition filed by his employer in the past. That's step number one.
Mhm.
And then if you can find the labor certificate, which was filed before April 30, 2001, then he may be eligible for 245I.
Okay.
So yeah, that can be an option, but I recommend filing FOIA with the Department of Labor first.
Okay. Nice. All righty, Attorney Won Kim, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and thank you for being here, part of Journeys Together.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, inviting me. So, I had a fun and,
We gotta do it again. All right,
yeah,
bye, guys.
yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, take care.